and we're in the Valentine's Day event in Injustice 2. So I'm going to get the ball rolling with the True Love match in just a second. So while we're actually here, I know we're coming to this kind of stream a little bit late, but there's not really much I can do about that. However, we will see what happens, and I hope you guys enjoy. So I'm just gonna post it all over the social medias. And we'll see what happens. Hold on. We'll be with you guys in just a second, and as I had mentioned on one of the social medias, this is the first of two, yeah, I said it, two live streams I am hoping to do today. Dear God, what am I doing to myself? Also guys, I really do hope you enjoy this stream. If you have any Valentine's Day stories that you would like to share, do go ahead and put them in the chat and I will read them out live on the stream. I will do my very best to try and read all of them, but because I will be gaming, it will be intrinsically difficult. But I'll do my best. I really do hope you I really do hope that you guys have had a wonderful Valentine's Day. So, without any further ado, let us get on with this and see what True Love has to offer us. And I think because it's Valentine's Day, we will stick with the majority of the ladies. And before we really get into it, yes, the Ninja Turtles is out for you to grab on PSN. There is Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo. So I think I might have screwed that up there. So we've got Michelangelo, Raphael, Leonardo, and Donatello. We will be working with those guys later, so don't worry guys, keep an eye out for that. But like I said, since we're talking Valentine's Day, we'll stick with the ladies. And I think we'll start off with the wonderful Black Canary. So let's put Black Canary into True Love, where she'll be going up against Supergirl, Raiden, and Cyborg. So yeah guys, tell me what has been happening to you on your Valentine's Day. Have you had a wonderful day? And apparently there was supposed to be some form of a chat.
This'll hurt. Glad we understand each other.
Begin.
I'm just going to refresh my chat there, guys. So if somebody had said something, please say it again and I'll read out your comment on the stream. My Valentine's Day was spent, oddly enough, watching Black Lightning. One of the best Valentine's Day things I've ever done. I sit down with some TV. Ah, hi Pen. Yeah, don't worry about the turtles. We will be revisiting them at some point, hopefully today. Hopefully we'll be seeing the turtles later on today. If I don't get the chance to do the turtles today, I will do them tomorrow. You have my promise on that. You think they're creepy looking? Oh, they're not that creepy looking. If anything, they kind of slightly resemble how they looked in the 1990s movie, if you ask me, which is a damn sight better than how they look in the new movies.
Wisdom worthy of the Shaolin, Black Canary.
That said, I still gotta kick your ass.
Begin.
I think they look a hell of a lot better than they did in the 2014 movies. But then that's my personal opinion. To which you're all entitled to.
You should fear a god's wrath.
You think I forgot?
Oh, Black Canary. One of the best ass kickers in the whole of DC, if you ask me. I love watching her, like, literally pummel people around. Normally it's Green Arrow she pummels, but...
Black Canary wins.
So, Pen, since you are in the chat, please do tell us, how did you spend your Valentine's Day? Or do you have any funny Valentine's Day stories that you wish to share? As Black Canary pummels Cyborg.
I really wish things were
Aww.
Yeah, I'm sure we all do.
different. That said, I still gotta kick
You
your
spent the
ass.
day cuddling your husband. I'm pretty sure he didn't get annoyed by you constantly cuddling him, but... who knows? Aww. So, the question is though, do you have any funny Valentine's Day stories? As I sit here in my new chair.
You need to ask?
Not that you can think of, but give me a few minutes and I'll probably come up with one. Okay, then. No, because I'm playing this game not on my PC but through my PS4. So it's being beamed directly to Twitch from my PS4. Ah, we only got one chest there. Oh well. But we've got one tower down. So, Pen, since you are in the chat, and we're going to be going with I'm barely happy world, I want you to pick the next female who will be going into this tower. So who do you want to see? We just had Black Canary. We've got the Enchantress, Supergirl, Catwoman, Harley Quinn, which I think we should save Harley Quinn for like the boss. So we'll not include her. Wonder Woman, Cheetah or Vixen, Poison Ivy or Starfire. You want to see Catwoman? Okay. We'll bring in Catwoman. And she's going to be fighting against the Atom, Darkseid, and Black Manta. Ooh. Well, if you want, we can put Starfire in the next one. If somebody else hasn't joined the chat by then. Which reminds me, guys, do go along and have a look on YouTube. You will find this video there if you haven't caught it from the start and would like to. It will be fully on YouTube for your viewing pleasure.
Begin.
Oh my god, I think it's a world of exploding teddy bears. There is something I never thought I would see. I know. To be fair, I really don't care for the Atom's color choice in this fight. I would agree with you, Catwoman. The cat does need to sharpen her claws. I think one of the things I should have done on Valentine's Day was read a Harley Quinn and Joker comic book. I mean, probably not the best example of a relationship, but it's definitely the one that everybody seems to be watching. It would have been. Ah, here comes Catwoman's super move, or maybe not. Not one of the easier moves to do. Pen, while I have you in the chat, can you tell me this, let me know if you guys can hear me okay, if I'm coming through clear, or if there's any echoing going on whatsoever. That's good to know. And we got a nice rare piece of gear for Catwoman. One of her whips. One of her many, many whips, I might add. So now Catwoman faces Darkseid. I wonder what Darkseid does on Valentine's Day. Do you think he just says to the Furies and Granny Goodness you can have the day off?
Don't put Kitty in a corner.
I am your new god, woman.
Unless you're ready to get clawed.
And I hate to say this, but if you know the reference that Catwoman was making there, then you're old. May possibly do, you never know. Exploding teddy bears.
Careful, you might get robbed.
Oh, Pen. They're gonna have to change that, you know that. If not, we'll lock you up with talking teddy bears to drive you insane. Oh wait, that already happened. Yeah, it looks like Darkseid came for a ride. So that is Catwoman's super move, guys. If you've not seen it before, that's what it looks like. Pretty cool. I'm sorry, but as soon as that fight finished, all I seen was a teddy bear walking across. See it? There it is. I think that's something that you'll need to go back and watch, just the ending of that fight, just to see that little teddy bear walking across the screen while giggling and laughing. With an actual strong character, Pen, you can throw that crocodile at your opponent.
Nice outfit.
This helmet is my life's work.
That's why you don't have a girlfriend.
Begin.
That was a nice burn by Catwoman there. Yeah, there's quite a few little different stage interactions in various areas of the game, which are always fun to have. I honestly don't know. They're not naked, they're actually in a jumpsuit, Pen. And there goes that super move.
Pressure crusher you get.
Never back me into a corner.
Have to admit, Catwoman's super move is one of my favorites. I think your hubby would have something to say about that. And there we go! So that is this entire world been done by Catwoman. One of the cattiest people I know. I'm barely happy. So before we get into it, let's see what our next world will be after we get our rewards. 3 golden mother boxes, which I can't wait to not open. Okay, our next world is the power of love. So, since Pen, you're the only person in the chat again, which people, if you're watching, please do come along and say hello to us. We don't bite. You want to see Starfire? Alrighty. Well, Starfire just happens to be next to Poison Ivy. Where's my loadout for her? I think Starfire would really love Valentine's Day, and she's going up against Blue Beetle, Hal Jordan, and Jason Todd. Somebody who she's actually, and Jason Todd, been romantically linked with.
What is the nature of your powers?
Just me and my alien war machine.
Oh, now I get it.
Begin.
In the comic books, some people might not actually know this, but I'm going to drop a little bit of Starfire knowledge on you. She did actually sleep with Jason Todd. I think it was just not long after she joined Red Hood and the Outlaws. And I also think it's around about the time something happened to Dick Grayson when he became Agent 47, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm doing well so far.
Still not hot enough for you?
Of course, Dick Grayson becoming an agent for the secret organization Spiral. Which, I'm sorry, when I hear that name, I automatically think of the weird pictograph thing that you can do, or the little purple dragon. Yeah, but Starfire being a Tamaranian tends to feel emotion on a deeper level than what us humans do. So, love to her is something extremely important. You could say that they're almost empathic with their abilities in that regard. And this is a person that she's fighting that the Tamaranians don't really give two craps about. Anyone from the majority of the Lantern Corps. Tamaranians don't care for them.
100% Team Batman now.
That doesn't mean you are forgiven.
Begin.
Starfire's never fully clearly on why Tamaranians are distrusting of the Lantern Corps, but it's something I would love to check into. Like, it could be something that happened in the past with the Tamaranian, or the reason, well, it could be like even star-crossed lovers. Like maybe one Tamaranian got chosen as a lantern and it took them away from their intended love. Who knows? But like I said, Starfire's not fully forthcoming with the knowledge as to why she's very distrusting of anyone from a Lantern Corps, or why her people are distrusting of them. It's maybe another reason is because Tamaranians are very efficient and they don't need any Green Lanterns. I mean, all the powers that you see a Tamaranian with, that's theirs since birth.
Let's compare combat tactics.
I only shoot to maim or kill.
Try it and you will get burned.
Begin.
Ooh. Anyone who says lovers quarrel at this, you're not far off. Currently, Starfire is fighting Jason Todd, the Red Hood, the second Robin. Also somebody that Starfire has actually been romantically involved with. As I mentioned about earlier. Well, here comes the... Okay, never mind. We almost had Starfire's super move there, but wasn't to be, I'm afraid. And we just got a shader for Starfire as well. So, I can't really think of anything interesting that's ever happened to me on Valentine's Day, but I can kind of tell you a funny story. Ah, hello, Fulton from Heaven. How are you? Hello. So, just to catch up, Fulton, we're running through the World of Love for Valentine's Day on Injustice 2. And since you've actually joined, I'm going to read out a few of the female characters, and you're going to choose our next one for the next part of the world that we're going to do. So we're going into Lovestruck. So, your choices are Enchantress, Supergirl, Wonder Woman, Cheetah or Vixen, or Poison Ivy. Who do you wish to see? Yeah, it's Injustice 2's way of saying Happy Valentine's Day. I know we're a little late in getting to Valentine's Day, but what the hell? Highlight them. Okay. We have the Enchantress. The Enchantress. Supergirl. Let's see, who else do we have? Wonder Woman. It's not MS, sorry, it's Mr. We have also Cheetah, but if you don't like the cheetah skin, we can always go with Vixen. And if Cheetah or Vixen don't grab you, I'll show off Vixen. Just give me 1 second. There's Vixen there. Wonder Woman. Alrighty then. We will send Wonder Woman in and see what happens.
Wonder Woman.
Whether Wonder Woman will conquer all, or whether she'll just be another victim of love. So she's going up against Harley Quinn, Catwoman, and Supergirl. So while we're hanging out here, guys, don't be afraid to share your Valentine's Day stories, be they funny, sad, or very lovey-dovey. Also, let us know who is your favourite couple in comic books, and they can be from either DC or Marvel. Oh, Cupid. Does she have her 600 skin? The only skin I have on her right now is the movie one and the original, like, 5-piece one. So, whether her 5-piece one is the 600 skin, I'm not sure.
Who's laughing now?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We send big hugs your ways, because I know what that kind of thing is like. I got... I know what that kind of thing's like. Just FYI on that front. But remember, people who are in the chat, come and say hello to us. We don't fight. Oh, well, that's not fair, and it's not nice either. But hopefully you will find love with somebody new.
Wonder Woman wins.
And if not, we're always here for you. We can always sit and talk with you whenever you like. So just out of curiosity, guys, who is your favourite couple in comic books? Are you fans of Batman and Catwoman? Batman and practically any other female from DC Comics? Dick Grayson in Starfire? Or Dick Grayson in Barbara Gordon?
Fighting me won't make you a hero.
Are you guys fans of Black Canary and Green Arrow?
So would dying for your cause.
Or, over on the Marvel side of things, are you fans of Jean Grey and Scott Summers? And that is the only couple over on Marvel that I know other than Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy, is it? I don't know who... Oh, right, yeah. Scott is a tool. Scott Summers, but he's the only guy that I know of that Jean Grey has consistently been with. I mean, like, whatever media she's in, he's in it with her.
Your technique is flawed.
I mean, I know she's had, like, relationship stuff with Wolverine, but I don't think she's ever really consistently been with Wolverine. I just think he intrigues her. What, didn't he... Yeah, she killed Scott in the movie, but I think a lot of people would argue that that was the Phoenix Force that did that. Now, fall from heaven, I think that is, even. You are totally talking my language. Catwoman just rules the roost, if you ask me.
Wonder Woman wins.
Speaking of which, Catwoman and Black Canary and Starfire have all had a turn. If you guys want to see what kind of amazing, strange and weird things they had to go through on these towers, you can check out this recording in its entirety on YouTube after we're done at the very same name, Jai452, where you can catch up with multiple other amazing videos that I have done. Sometimes I'm interviewing cosplayers, sometimes I'm playing games. So go along and check them out. If you guys like, I can even put a link in the description of Twitch.
Know your place, girl.
My place is where I decide to be.
Your confidence plays tricks on you.
Begin.
I think it's because they came to like the conclusion of what they could do with Scott. Like there wasn't really much else they could do with him. And there you go, guys. There is a link in the description, well, in the chat of Steam, Twitch even, Steam, for you to go along and check out my YouTube channel if you wish to do so after this stream. I'll put it in again at the end of this particular stream because I will be doing 2 streams today, guys. This one will be going up live as soon as I can get it to YouTube. The other one you will get a sneak peek of it over here, but when it goes over to YouTube it's going to take a few days before it comes out.
Wonder Woman wins.
I'll think about that one, Pen. I would need to look into it. So, anybody else who is currently watching that has not said anything in the chat, feel free to let us know what you think of Injustice 2. We now officially have all the DLC characters that are scheduled. Let us know what you think Ed Boon is going to be giving us in the future, because he did say he has big plans for 2018. What those plans are, nobody quite knows at the moment. Could be anything. Also, if you haven't said anything to us in the chat, do come and say something to us. I promise we do not bite. Did the object of your fictional affections find love or what? Do you mean Wonder Woman? Because if you mean Wonder Woman, I think she possibly did find love. Chomp, 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 chomp. Who's chomping, Pen? Are you chomping? You better not be chomping. No hard feelings, I'm gonna say, on this one though. So anybody who is in the chat, we have the Enchantress to choose from, Supergirl to choose from, and Poison Ivy to choose from. Greetings and salutations, Dark Lord 666. Who, Dark Lord, would you like to see take on this new world? Would you like to see the Enchantress? Would you like to see Supergirl? Oh, sorry guys. Actually, Power Girl is actually a skin for Supergirl, but there are 2 different characters which, if you want me to, we'll pick Supergirl. Oh, you want to see the Enchantress, Dark Lord? Okay. Let's bring Enchantress into the mix. Thank you, Pen. Enchantress will be facing off against Raiden, Deadshot and Cyborg. No. Supergirl and Power Girl are 2 separate entities. They're 2 separate individuals. Power Girl is Supergirl when she's much older, but from a different Earth, where her pod did not get knocked off course.
Magic far beyond yours.
Begin.
And Supergirl is what happened when her pod got knocked off course and she arrived much later on Earth than she was intended to. So, demonic succubus versus god. Still the same person, yeah, but from different worlds, more or less. Because in the DC universe there are 52 different worlds of existence.
I've turned your magic against you.
And each of them different things do happen upon them. And that's before we bring in the 5th dimension. Don't even get me started on that. It's kind of sad that all the references that is made in this game between the characters, that the Enchantress doesn't have a reference where she speaks about her what specifically like what do you mean about the source crystals? Like do you mean that do I have to buy them to get like premier skins or something? Or do you mean just in general? Because sometimes they do multiverse events where you can get source crystals as a prize, but generally source crystals are considered something that you would need to buy, and they vary in price on how much or how many of them you want to buy.
We're both going to regret this.
You made yourself an easy target.
You're not as stupid as people say.
Begin.
You can play online to get them. I think there's certain things that you can do online to get some source crystals, but you can also buy them. And like I said, sometimes NetherRealm will take pity on the people who don't have the online playability or have the money to buy them, and they'll do like one specific multiverse world where if you fight long enough you will actually get source crystals as a prize.
Enchantress wins.
So, as I was saying, with all the interactions in this game, I'm kind of surprised that when it comes to Enchantress, we don't get a mention of her significant other, Colonel Flag. Now, admittedly, I don't really get the opportunity to read a lot up on Enchantress. She's a very scarce character within the DC comic book world, but
Your technology won't stop Enchantress.
It's the man that should know.
okay, Pen. Thank you, Pen.
Begin.
Like I was saying, I don't really get the opportunity to read too much about the Enchantress because she's very scarcely around. And from what I remember, she's predominantly alone a good chunk of the time. But in the Suicide Squad movie, the Enchantress does have her first live-action appearance, and she's portrayed to have a boyfriend or significant other in Colonel Flag. So it's kind of interesting that they didn't kind of slip that in to this Enchantress. So I'm assuming they're going more along the lines of the comic book character for this incarnation of her. which is kind of interesting to see. She is one of those characters that should be feared because she is extremely powerful. She's one of the few characters of the DC universe that is magically gifted, that can hold her own against somebody like Dr. Fate, who is a Lord of Order. Almost god-tiered in that sense. Not entirely sure how well she would fare against somebody like Mr. Misthios or Bat Knight, because those are two creatures from the 5th dimension who literally do have godlike abilities. Alrighty, so with that being said, we have finished with the Enchantress. And since you guys are still hanging in there with me, who would you guys like to see next? You've got the choice between Power Girl or Supergirl, Cheetah or Vixen, or the ever sultry Poison Ivy. So, make your round up. I will be taking the first person who puts a comment in the chat and using their suggestion. So who's it gonna be, guys? Will it be the always super girl? The amazingly powerful Power Girl? The never cheating Cheetah? The catwalk ready Vixen? Poison Ivy, okay. So we've got the luscious Poison Ivy blowing a kiss your way.
Poison Ivy.
And hello, BVS. Sad to say, BVS, you're not going to be able to see Turtle Power until a little bit later on. We're going through the Valentine's Day Massacre, or the World of Love as I like to call it.
It doesn't need your help.
Don't worry about being late.
Begin.
So we have Poison Ivy slapping the taste out of Black Adam at the moment. I'm pretty sure that Valentine's Day is one of those days that's going to really tick off Poison Ivy, considering how many roses are given to multiple people. You know, so she's going to be pretty pissed at the genocide of all those roses. I would say in that case, if you're giving your significant other anything on Valentine's Day and you know Poison Ivy's around, just give them chocolates. You know, so much easier. Just be like, here, I love you, here's chocolates. Unless your significant other is lactose intolerant, then you're kind of screwed. Well, I suppose you could give them a teddy bear. Yeah, a teddy bear would be nice. Yeah, but Poison Ivy's not gonna see it that way.
Poison Ivy wins.
Exactly. She still sees them as her children. And she's gonna be beating Bane up with possibly a bunch of them right now. Yeah, but poison ivy has been known to eat plants as well. I mean, well, it's one of those things that I find really funny.
You would find it a nauseating way to die.
Begin.
I'd be doing that right now if I were you. Well, poison ivy is always wanting to fight for the plants. There's at least one Batman episode of the animated series where she's actually seen eating them. Wow. 20 years? There you go. I ended up learning something today. I didn't know that the coconut actually takes 20 years to bloom. Did you guys?
I will enjoy your suffering.
Guess you're not my type.
Obviously, Darkling Lord 666 did. So while we're actually sitting here, guys, do remember to share any funny, sad, or loving Valentine's Day stories with us that you're willing to share. And if you are not willing to share one, tell us who your favourite comic book couple are. And they can be any couple, from DC or Marvel, or just any general comic book that you read. Or if you want to expand that, any of your favourite video game character couples. Go nuts. You know, let us know, who's your favourite couple? I mean, for me personally, it has to be the newly engaged, soon to be married, hopefully, Batman and Catwoman. That's my favourite couple.
Those pistols for petals.
Yeah, I don't buy that flower power crap.
You'll wish you had.
Begin.
I would love to make that industry boom a little bit more, but I'm currently sitting here doing a stream for you guys, so I can't go get a cup of tea or coffee. In BVS, his favourite couples are Dinah and Bruce, Batman and Catwoman, Lois and Clark, Arrow and Supergirl. Interesting set of couples there. Oh, Diana and Bruce, as in Diana of Themyscira. Okay.
But no.
It was an interesting pairing, but I honestly think Wonder Woman and Superman worked better over Wonder Woman and Batman. And as for Arrow and Supergirl, ew!
Poison Ivy wins.
Like, I've seen that episode of the Big Bad crossover where Stephen Amell's Arrow and Melissa Benson's Supergirl were a married couple. Still, ew. Like, ew. Ew. No. I mean, yeah, that was a loving couple and all, but still, ew. No. No, 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 no. 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 Alrighty guys, let's see. We have one more tower and then 2 boss towers. Now we are saving Harley Quinn for one of those boss towers. So, who do you guys want to see next on Meant to Be? Do you want to see Supergirl or Power Girl? Or Vixen or Cheetah? Who do you guys pick? The first person in the chat with a name is who it will be. The turtles are not coming on this one, BVS. They're getting saved for something completely different. Your choices are Supergirl or Power Girl, or Cheetah or Vixen. So let me know, who do you guys want to see? Do you want to see the wonderful Power Girl or Supergirl? Busta Rhymes shaking. BVS, you're going with Supergirl. Oh crap. Well guys, you'll get to see me playing this time around, so this is going to be interesting. You'll get to see how I play Supergirl. Pretty crappily, I'd imagine.
You've got a mother box in there?
Strongest battery in the universe.
Then I don't have to hold back.
Begin.
Ooh. Nasty move by Cyborg there. Haha, he missed. Ooh, he got me there though. Ah, crap. I totally missed my opportunity there. Damn, rematch. Probably. Ah.
Friend request denied.
I'm heartbroken.
Ooh. Yeah, I think this is going to be a rematch, guys.
Now don't you feel silly.
Possibly. Ugh. Hate fighting this Supergirl. Yeah, he got me. I know. Question, does Cyborg have a chance against a Kryptonian? No, not normally. But because I was playing as Supergirl, yeah, he kinda had a chance. I'll select a new fighter. I'll put Supergirl on a better kind of skill set than mine.
Supergirl.
Now we'll see how the fight really goes. Cyborg does have amazing abilities, guys, but in terms of going up against somebody like Supergirl, he doesn't really have that much of a chance.
You're connected to everything?
Yeah, he pwned me, big deal.
Yeah.
Huh. You must get distracted easily.
Begin.
He's not gonna pwn me this time, though. So BVS told us who his favourite comic book couples were. Who are your favourite comic book couples, guys? Do let us know. And if you're watching this on YouTube, put it down in the comments section down below who your favourite comic book couples are. As I've already mentioned, one of my favourite comic book couples is the newly engaged to be married Batman and Catwoman. But two of my other favourites, well, one of my other favourite has to be Black Canary and Green Arrow. They're a wonderful couple together. And lastly happens to be Beast Boy. Yeah. Beast Boy and Black Canary. And you're thinking of White Canary, Pen, and that's only in the TV show. And she's not a lesbian, she's bisexual. Which, to be perfectly honest with you, all comic book characters are bisexual. It all depends on what the writer really wants to make them. So if you ask me, they're all bisexual by default.
You're not the hero here.
I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Don't be getting into a fight in the chat, guys.
Now don't you feel silly.
Alrighty. I'll take the word for it. Okay, you guys have some fun ongoing fun here. In a second, I'm going to need to mute my mic for a little moment or two. I will be back. But I'll wait until Supergirl has beat the living hell out of Cyborg.
Supergirl wins.
Alrighty guys, keep the conversation going and I will be back.
I'm still learning my way around.
Relax, I'm on your side.
I'll be the judge of that.
Begin.
And I am back, guys. Sorry about disappearing for a little bit.
Which part of you hurts the worst?
So, this SG is much better than you, Jai. Of course she is. And thank you for welcoming me back, guys. I don't think they're indoctrinating like the minds of young children with their objectivity fallen from heaven. I think what they're trying to do is to educate the world. And believe it or not, there are a lot of people who read comic books of all ages. Like, just take a trip to a local Comic-Con and you'll see that there are multiple people from all age groups there with a shared love of comic books. And it's comic books from all across the range, it's not necessarily just superhero ones. Which is another thing you can check out on my YouTube channel. I think education in how society should be over how it currently is much better. Yeah, he must be. Either that, he's using the Speed Force. Yeah, to educate. Education is something that can come in many different forms. It doesn't just have to come from a teacher in a school or college or university.
Supergirl wins.
No, I mean actually education.
What's your deal? I'm Supergirl. You playing dress up? More like beat 'em up.
Begin.
Now don't you feel silly.
Okay, and that's that dealt with, guys. I'm sorry, but I'm having to do that. I don't really generally like having to do that to people. But I found that person being a little bit rude.
We should respect this planet.
Oh, Supergirl versus Supergirl. This could be a bizarre effect. True, but there's a difference between gaining knowledge to learn things and gaining knowledge to learn how you should act within society. And I think that's what a lot of comic books can do. They can teach us how we should be within the society that we live in. You know, it's a really... A comic book in general is a really good way for the writer to make comments on how they think society currently is and how they think it should be. And sometimes you can educate a person who might be small-minded or closed-minded so that they can possibly better themselves, which is always a good thing. Bettering oneself is better than being closed-minded. And I would hope all of you guys agree with that. Exactly, like Star Trek is a really good example of that. They live in a world where the world is, well, they live in a time when the world is united, is one. There is very little prejudice in the world. So, in a sense, what Gene Roddenberry has done there is written basically a timeline that he feels where we like have pretty much moved on from any sort of prejudice that we've had once in the world. You know, that's something that I genuinely hope, and we are kind of slightly achieving it, that we fully can achieve one day. I mean, it's going to take a long time before we fully achieve something like that, but we will get it one day, guys. So, we have a boss world next, and it's going up against Poison Ivy. So I think this is where I'm going to bring in Harley Quinn for you guys' viewing pleasure. And it will be in her siren outfit, or what I like to refer to as her siren outfit, which is as close to the classic Harley Quinn jumpsuit that I can get within the game at this moment in time. So, oh, didn't mean to do that. Hope you enjoy it, guys.
Harley Quinn.
Now, Harley Quinn is definitely a character I think everyone just genuinely loves to death. Because she is so nutty and so in love with Mr. J. You just genuinely think, why on earth does that girl stay in such an abusive relationship? But she loves her pudding.
Let's play a game, Red.
What did you have in mind?
I call it Now What Hurts.
Begin.
Did I mention I'm poison?
I can still cut you, sweetie.
Oh, I think this is going to be a close fight, guys. Oh, almost had her. Well,
Poison Ivy wins.
we'll go for a rematch. Because we almost had her. Well done to you, Poison Ivy. Rematch time.
Dr. Isley.
Dr. Quenzel.
Ooh, I love it when we play doctor.
Begin.
We could have had something.
Yes, sweetheart.
think it's because like this particular video game came out around about the time the Suicide Squad movie was getting ready to come out. I think there might need to be another rematch, guys. An inch of life left. Damn it!
Poison Ivy wins.
Oh! Rematch!
Don't know if I should kill you or kiss you.
Kisses only, please.
Only if you join us good guys.
Begin.
It's not the easiest of matches. And remember guys, if you want to see this video from the start, just head over to my YouTube channel after this stream is completed and you can watch it in its entirety.
Gonna feed you to Button Lou.
What would Batman say? Ready for more fun?
As long as it's rough.
She's good in this universe. And there we go.
Harley Quinn wins.
We won! So there's one last world, guys, and then we will be taking a short break, hopefully, and then I will be starting on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles world. So, since we've only got one world left, and it is a boss world, who would you guys like to see? Would you like to see Power Girl, Vixen, or Cheetah go up against Starfire? First person in there with the name will be the person that I use. So your choices are Cheetah, Vixen, or Power Girl. Okay, Pen, you got in there with Cheetah first. It will be Cheetah. Let's see if Cheetah's claws are enough to scratch down Starfire. Oh guys, this is going to be one hell of a match because I've just seen all the simulators that are going to be on, and that is a lot of simulators. Or conditions, I should say. All the conditions that are going to be on. Oh.
Humans should be your targets.
Humans accept me as one of their own.
Looks like Starfire's looking a bit like her sister, Blackfire. can Cheetah get the job done? Stage transition, guys. Nice little stage transition for you there. It was a case of ouch. Oh, nasty. Nasty super move by Cheetah there. It's a good thing that she blocked Starfire's super move. Almost. Now, like I say, we will be looking to do the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles world after a short break. And as soon as I've got that up and running, I'll let you guys know. My Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are only at level 10, so I can only do what I can on that world under the conditions. So I might not be able to get to show all of it today, but I will certainly do my best. As Starfire uses her super move on me. I know. I think it's because they're like throwing down little healing balls at the same time. So like every time Starfire maybe moves across the map, or if I move across the map, we're getting healed. Plus side is she didn't have like a bar of armor, so whereas I did, and I think she's actually gonna lose the match. I lost the match!
Starfire.
The hell? My god, like you guys saw that, right? She one-shotted me because they got to like one part of whatever. Are you joking me? What bullshit. Oh, that is so bull. Well, we're totally retrying that, guys. There's no way I'm letting Starfire take that win. No way.
A bit young, aren't you?
You face the Princess of Tamaran.
Let me welcome you properly.
Begin.
I know, right? Admittedly, little Starfire is playing better this time around. I know! That totally sucks that a boss would do that. Like, how dare a boss do, like, a one-shot move? I'm certainly trying. Not easy with all these heals coming in left, right and centre. I think I'm gonna, yep. Damn it!
Starfire wins.
Well, we can try Power Girl if you want, guys. That will at least show her off. So select a new fighter and we'll go with Power Girl and see what happens. Okay, Power Girl it is.
Power Girl.
Off you go, Power Girl. Activate cheat mode in 3, 2, 1, game over. At least it seems like it. Yeah, it does kind of seem like it.
So you're Tasmanian.
It is pronounced Tamaranian.
Tama. Let's get this over with.
Begin.
Yep.
This princess does not back down.
I'm here to stay.
Everybody needs friends.
Unfortunately, she does.
Starfire wins.
I don't know how I'm gonna beat her this time around, guys. I'm gonna give it one more try, and then I'm gonna have to disappear.
Is it hot in here? Or is it just me?
My power comes from the sun itself.
Well, aren't we a couple of misfits?
Begin.
Well, we might actually be winning this time, guys, if I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch.
Feeling starstruck? You don't even know me.
Power Girl wins.
Woohoo! We won! We won! We won! So guys, that has been the Valentine's Day event in Injustice 2. It currently is still running. Yep, Power Girl for the win! Finally! Yeah, third time is the charm! Definitely. So like I said, guys, that has been the Valentine's Day event for Injustice 2. With Secret Admirer being finally finished. I hope you all enjoyed it. And we also got a hero icon and a hero card background there with some lovely hearts. Congratulations for completing the multiverse objectives complete. We have 2 platinum mother boxes and 1 diamond mother box. 200 credits, and that is it. So guys, this event is still available for 91 hours, 1 minute and 30 seconds. So if you have Injustice 2, go along and check it out and see what you can get done within that world. Now, as I mentioned, I will be doing the Turtle Time event, hopefully a little bit later on. So do what you can and get that. Yes, 2. Yeah, I know, pen 20, not 2. So do what you can, guys, to complete some of these events, because they do give you multiple mother boxes of all ranges, which gets you gear and credits. So check them out as much as you can, when you can, and enjoy the game itself. And as I have mentioned, there is a turtle event happening. We will hopefully be doing that in a little bit, so join us back on stream when that happens. Until then, I've been Joy452, and this has been Injustice 2's Valentine's Day event, The World of Love. Bye guys.